Hi, and welcome back to the Magic Academy, you guys. Today we're going to be talking about what happens if your lifestyle or your religious beliefs that you've intended to keep in the closet have come out and been exposed to your family and loved ones. Stay tuned. Okay, so welcome back to the Magic Academy. This has happened to me just this year, you guys. Okay, so this is something that I wasn't planning for some relatives to know my lifestyle, my spiritual choices, because they are diehard Christians. And as a matter of fact, you know, it's difficult to have your own Christian belief around these people because they insist that you believe their interpretation of the Bible as they interpret it, not, they don't allow any religious freedoms, okay? None at all. The preacher's wrong if he misinterprets it away from their belief or how they have seen it. It is literally, you know, they only have oculars, you know, for how they see things. And everybody needs those same looking glasses or you're wrong. You know, you're doomed. No matter how nicely you're living in life, you're going to hell, according to these people. These people are my mom. And some relatives. So most importantly, you know, my mom being the one that was like one of the worst I didn't want to be exposed to. Now, how did this happen? How did I'll just tell you guys how it happened so you guys can like see. It was through kind of like a carelessness, but also, you know, I trusted my sibling, my sister, and my 100% sister, not my half sister or anything else. I don't associate with them. This was my sister. And, you know, I trusted her and she exposed me to my mom. And obviously she told me one thing. She didn't care. She didn't have an opinion on it. It was no big deal. And she told my mom something different, you know, and of course that, you know, is typical. That's something I've always had a problem with between the two of them. You know, oh, we love you, you know, da 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 da. And then, you know, I hear gossip like crazy, or I just feel the different opinion. You know what I mean? So, I mean, now they know. Whatever the situation, now they know. Here's how it happened. This past fall, I had to borrow some money from my sister. You know, I think it was like $10 or whatever it was. She helped me with moving too, which was a lot, and I'm still paying her back for that. And she receives payments from my PayPal account from that every month. My PayPal account is, you know, has my name on it, Celestial Petals. And in my thank yous and things like that, you know, they are catered towards blessings and love and light, those kind of statements, okay? And Celestial Petals written on there, okay? So when I told my sister, when she was, you know, sending me the money, I said, well, I just want to let you know we're going to be using my PayPal. You know, here's the situation. It's going to have some information on there that you don't agree with. That is not your religion. That is not your belief. And I don't want to explain myself, but it's nothing harmful, but it's my choice. And she's like, I'm fine with that. You're an adult. You know, I'm an adult. It's fine. I mean, that's basically her statement, and that was fine. Wasn't warm and fuzzy about it, but I mean, she had the words that said, oh, you're an adult. I'm an adult. It's okay. Then I get a phone call from my mom. Okay. So, you know, I guess after she received the confirmation statements or whatever from PayPal, a couple days later, a few days later, I guess they had done some talking, and then my mom called me and she was like reaming me about my witchcraft and my spiritual belief and how I need to keep it out of the equation when someone's, you know, I shouldn't purposely like throw it in somebody's face. I guess this is the gist of it. This isn't word for word. This is like the attitude I was getting, like, you were wrong, you shouldn't have done that, you put it in her face on purpose. And I didn't do any of that. I said, hey, you know, it's on there and I'm not changing it for you. So that's the way it is. So I'm going to do you guys a little thing here. It's only like 4 minutes long. So I'm going to pause right here and let you listen to it. Okay. This is my mom's comment word for word, because I recorded it on the phone, and just, you know, recorded it. So hold on. You guys can hear that. My PayPal is your business.
Because you might get more help, Neva. I'm trying to help you understand. The way you respond to people hurts you bad.
What do you think I responded?
There was something on a response that went back to your sister and thank you, and it had a title of a princess something. That was your title name or something that you used. And that's fine for you. But it doesn't, you know, when someone cares about you, they don't want to hear you're doing things you shouldn't.
Who says I'm doing something I shouldn't?
Oh,
I'm not breaking any laws.
you make everything a fucking federal case like Larry Hobson. I wish you'd get your gooby gobbies off and out and live like a normal human being.
I'm living like a normal human being.
No, you're not, Neve.
Yes.
You yell on every corner. And I'm telling you, people try to help you and you don't listen. Like right now, you try to twist it. I'm trying to tell you the truth, sis.
There is no twisting it.
Handle people differently, you'll get more help.
I didn't handle anybody any differently. You're the one telling me that what I'm doing is negative.
I'm saying what you do with me is negative most of the time.
Mom, my PayPal isn't yours or Serena's business.
I was trying to help you, Neva, but you don't have to take that help. You don't want to apply it? Don't. It's up to you. But you should at least listen for your own good, you know, if it does apply.
What are you saying then, Mother?
I'm saying if people are helping you, you shouldn't offend them.
How am I offending somebody with who I am?
Just say, how are you offending somebody if you're a witch or into Wicca? Is that what you're asking me? Christians are reaching out to help you and you're persistent about your religion? You understand?
I'm not reaching out to Christians. I reached out to my sister.
You're reaching out to a Christian. She gave you money to help you. And you're trying to be overbearing with your faith or whatever it is you call it.
No, I'm not.
Neva, she don't care what you do, it's your business. But if she's decent enough to help you or anybody, you shouldn't try to put your, well, you know, my go name is Princess Dia or whatever. You know, you shouldn't involve that in what people do for you. It hurts you, Neva. I'm telling you, it hurts you.
People shouldn't be prejudiced.
Oh, God. See, people shouldn't. You're the one in need. You should learn.
No matter who, even if they were the ones in need, they shouldn't be prejudiced.
About how to respond to people to help you. Instead of, oh, people shouldn't. People are, whatever. You should learn things to survive better.
What do you think? Do you think I just typed some words on a paper and said, oh, this is going to go to Serena?
I think you titled your PayPal something stupid. I think stupid. You wouldn't think stupid. A witchy, okay? And I think it offends your sister because she loves you.
That's her problem.
If she loves you, it's her problem?
That it offends her.
That's why you're not getting PayPal.
It offends her. That's her problem.
No, Neva.
Yes.
No. If you were asking her, it'd be different. I mean, if she was asking you, it would be different.
No, either way, it's the same thing.
No, it's not the same.
Yes, it is. It doesn't matter who asks who. This is the United States of America.
Such a thing as proper etiquette, and evidently you don't know that.
Evidently, proper etiquette doesn't take over my inalienable rights.
Nothing takes your over inalienable right. Okay? That's why you're living like a fucking pig in the United States like you are. Because you have no regard for anybody but you.
Okay, so obviously my mom's really upset, you know, and she's really angry at me and, you know, and hateful about, you know, a lot of hatred and anger, very not Christian at all, right? About my lifestyle choice and my religious choice. And, you know, she makes this comment that, you know, I purposely threw to my sister's face or whatever, or that, you know, I didn't do any of that. And obviously I've shared with you guys my spiritual name. It's not Princess Lala. It's Celestial Petals. It's nothing, you know, she took it in a proportion. To her, it was like poison, and it was scared, you know, she's scared of it or whatever. And I don't think she's scared of it as much as this is how my mom likes to treat anything that I do. I was a Christian for 30 years, and I couldn't be a good enough Christian. I mean, I didn't cuss, I didn't drink, I didn't swear, I didn't do nothing. I, you know, read Psalms and the New Testament all the time, you know, and tried to apply what I was reading to, you know, my life as far as like how to, you know, whatever. I did 30 years. And during that 30 years, I was accused of being on drugs every day. I was accused of not living the reason harm is happening to you, the reason why it keeps happening to you is your lifestyle. The reason why everything keeps happening to you is your lifestyle. The reason your husband had an affair on you is your lifestyle. The reason he's beat you is your lifestyle choices. I was a Christian. That's not true. So, I mean, basically the same kind of conversation that you just heard is how my mama speaks to me. It's how she, like, talks to me and tells me, you know, you're horrible. Yeah, she's got problems. So, and at the same time, though, she's my only support system that I have. My dad is off the deep end, you guys. He's not somebody that I can trust at all. You know, I explained that before. So, you know, my mom and my sister are my only support system. And this is how I got treated over it. And what's really frustrating is that my sister said that, you know, it was just between her and I, and it was okay, and that we were both adults about this. And it was not very adult for her to run to my mom and say, you know, Chima's got this Princess Lala, or whatever she said or did. I don't know what she actually said, but obviously my mom had to have heard it from her. And the misinterpreted information, I could only imagine how the, you know, gossipy sounding and off reality, the information was relayed to my mom. Whatever, you know, it's not, this is the kind of thing that I'm sure you guys are fearing. You don't want to have to face someone treating you like that because, you know, you're trying to be love and light. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to be in harmony with nature and your belief. That's not the results we're trying to produce. So anyway, you know, that happens. And sometimes I just want to share with you the video so you can hear it and you can say, oh, wait a second. You can listen to it and say, it's the person's problem. I mean, if you listen to it, you can hear her problem, her fears, and also her problem with me, as opposed to really having any problem with the belief at all. You know what I'm saying? It really is everything else, and it's an excuse to direct it towards me. And people may use our beliefs against us if they know about them, which is why we try to keep them secret as much as possible from those who would. So, that being said, you know, this happened again this week. She brought it up. She brings it up all the time. And like this week she brought it up again. My mom brought it up again. We were at the store grocery shopping. And, you know, now that it's out of the bag, I was at the store grocery shopping. She was picking me up. And she was going to drive me home so I could get like 8 cases of water, you know, because I walk. So I use a cart. That's all I live in the desert, so it's like I need a lot of water. So she was helping me get my water home, and you know, so I could have it in one shot. And in doing that, the bag boy was helping me put the water in the car. So I was on my mom's side of the passenger side, getting my stuff put in one way, and he was on the other side, and she was telling him how to put stuff in the car. And he cracked her cup holder in the back seat because he wasn't, you know, being gentle. He was, you know, a young boy and big and awkward, and there was an accident. So we got the information to file a report, and I came home, and she drove me home. And as she was leaving, before she left, she said to me, she goes, "This is why nobody likes to do anything for you. Because every time we do, something happens. And I said, do you think I planned this? You know, I mean, how do you think this had nothing to do with me. Things happen. There's wear and tear in life. And this is one of those chance things. I'm sorry, you know. And she goes, well, it's, she blamed it on karma because of my lifestyle choices and because of my witchcraft. And, you know, it's causing negativity to everybody. So, you know, I wasn't hateful. I just said, well, you know, maybe, possibly, it's your attitude towards me. If you've got a negative attitude towards me, maybe that karma is what's causing the negativity that you're saying exists. So, you know, that's basically my explanation for it. And so you guys got to, like, you know, think about that. Don't be underneath somebody's shoe. Don't fight with it. You want to keep it positive, but at the same time, it's okay for you to make statements that you feel are truthful without them being harmful, without them being resentful, and you be the positive note. If the other person can't, you know, it's amazing. Christians are supposed to be so positive, but yeah, why would a Christian make that comment? You know, I just don't see that happening. And telling me that was my fault. This boy's actions, because he was a boy and he was a teenager and he was a clumsy teenager, is my fault. You know, yeah, something happened. Her cup holder got cracked. I apologized. I did what I could to make the report and to make contact with the managers and get the names, get the times, da-da-da. We did all that. You know, but it doesn't make you feel any better when, you know, somebody is purposely putting a dark cloud on you because you celebrate witchcraft, because you are a witch, because that's your choice. It's not supposed to be a negative thing, you guys. This is supposed to be a positive thing. And when it does come out of the closet, you know, here's some ideas and some things that I think you should do to handle it if it does come out and somebody confronts you. I don't think a lot of you are going to have the same kind of confrontations that I've had. My mom is a very aggressive, you know, overbearing person about telling people what to do and then being a hermit so nobody can tell her what to do. So if it happens to you, some things I suggest are, first of all, if they don't have any awareness about it, leave an awareness or an open door about awareness. Say, hey, I'm willing to talk to you and tell you what I believe. Are you willing to listen? That's one. Then number two, share that information if you can, if they want to, and let them know the things that, you know, are right off the bat, that, you know, you're into herbs and harm none, and love and light and balance and peace and nature, and the energies in nature are what you're into. You're not into some kind of lost cult that's out there to harm humans, and, you know, you're not out there to mind control people. You're just in this for, you know, your energy and your learning in magic for you, what it means to you, with earth energies, okay, and the universe and balance. There's nothing wrong with that. That's positive stuff. We should all have that kind of awareness, you know, whether you're a Christian or whatever your belief is. We should all have that intention to live positively with every energy around us. And good for you for making the choice to do it. That's what I say. So, I mean, it's okay to present that to them that way. You know, and just, hey, this is it. Do you have questions about it? What do you want to know? And if they start getting judgy, if they start, you know, and be careful, don't give them every answer, just, you know, a kind 1 or 2 sentence answer, and let them ask more. Because if you say too much and they're the kind of person that's just pulling information to then label you and judge you, then, you know, you'll forever have that hanging over your head. If you haven't said enough, you've only said a little bit, then they don't have everything just to mirror back at you and say, see, this is you, this is what's wrong with you. But you said, and you know, this is what that means. So you won't have that on you. So, you know, keep it to a minimum, you know, 1 or 2 sentences, and let them ask more. Anything else that I can recommend about this after my experience, now that it's all, out there? Just be the positive one. Keep the energy positive. They want to say that you're negative and that you're the black cat, and we know black cats are great. They're not negative at all. But if they want to deem you as the number 13, as the black cat, a black sheep, or whatever else, that is their inferior mind and their inferior personality. It's not you. Don't take it on yourself. So you're going to have to separate yourself from them. That's what I do with my mom, is I just keep it separated. And we only talk when we, basically need to talk to each other. And she tries to pull too much information. And, I don't trust her now, because I don't think that I think she fears me like the number 13, and most Christians fear things that are taboo, that they're afraid of. So anyway, I don't know what else to say to you guys about this. Just I hope this video helped you. And if you have any questions and you're going through a situation, I'm glad to talk to you. Leave your comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned, because I've got some other things coming up that are going to be, for us witches. It's going to be amazing. So blessed be.